it's Mr. M&D Cars back here again. I'm doing a quick list here of my top 5 favourite cars that I think you could own as a first car in the UK. These are cars that, taking into account you're not going to have much money, so they're only going to be nothing more than £2,000 to run, £2,000 to buy, £2,000 to insure. I want the parts to be cheap, like I say, the insurance to be cheap, reliable. I want nothing above 100,000 miles on it. So the list takes into account all of them features. So even though the cars might not look the best, you're not going to get the best car for under 2,000. You're not going to get anything above a 1.4, possibly a 1.6 at a push. But all the insurance for all of these vehicles on the list has come back as below £2,000 a year for someone that drives 10 to 12,000 miles a year anyway. So if you want to watch the list ahead, drop any of your suggestions in the comments and please enjoy. Thank you. Kicking it off with number 5, we have the 1.4 litre Fiat Punto. This vehicle is a very stylish vehicle. I do personally really like the looks of this vehicle, and for £2,000 you can pick yourself up an example with around about 50,000 miles on it, so there's no question there. The reliability of the vehicle will be good, and as it is such a popular vehicle, parts are dirt cheap. Look at an Auto Trader, you can probably pick yourself up around 200 Fiat Puntos for under £2,000, so really finding parts is not going to be an issue. In case you lose a timing belt, you lose something along those lines, you will be absolutely fine. The vehicle itself has 77 brake horsepower pushing to the front wheels with a 0 to 60 time of around about 13.2 seconds. So really, for speed, it's not the most desirable first vehicle, but with a first vehicle, that's not what you expect. You don't expect to put your foot down and go from 0 to 60 in sub 7 seconds. It's just not going to happen with your first vehicle. Moving into the number 4 spot, we have the Volkswagen Polo Match. This vehicle can come in either a 1.2 litre engine or a 1.4 litre engine. The 1.2 pushing about 59 brake horsepower and the 1.4 pushing about 79 brake horsepower. The 1.4 does a 0 to 60 in a respectable 12.2 seconds, and for a first vehicle, light, small vehicle, that is a decent 0 to 60, especially compared to the vehicle like the Punto. It is a German vehicle, so with that comes great reliability. For about £2,000, you're looking at about 80,000 miles on the vehicle, which isn't as good as the Punto, but you do get 3 or a 5-door, you do get alloys, and you do get the lovely Volkswagen interior. Insurance on the vehicle, you can get it for about £1,500 to £2,000 for the first year, which is good for the first year. You can get it in the 3 or 5-door variant, and the looks of the vehicle are okay. Personally, I wouldn't choose the vehicle myself, but taking into account every other aspect of the vehicle, it does have to make number 4 on the list. In the number 3 spot, we have the 1.4 litre Chevrolet Aveo. The vehicle itself pushes, I'd say, around 99 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 12.2 seconds. I personally love this vehicle. I love the headlights, the interior. You can see the heads-up display, it looks gorgeous. The alloys on the wheel, the lights, the badge itself is a Chevrolet badge, and we just love the American muscle idea here. I know it's not an American muscle, but you can say it is and I'll let you off. You can pick one of these up for about £2,000 with 70,000 miles on it. It is semi-reliable, and parts of the vehicle are not easy to pick up as it is an American-made vehicle. But I'd say the styling of the vehicle looks so mean. It has a very nice gauge cluster, like I said. And the mile per gallon on the vehicle, you can get a combined mile per gallon of 60 miles per gallon, which is by far the highest on this list. And you can pick it up in a 3 or 5-door, and one of my favourites on this entire list. Up here in the number 2 spot, we have the Fiat Ibiza. The 1.4 litre engine in this vehicle has 84 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of 12.2 seconds. Insurance on this vehicle, you're looking at about £1.5 to £2,000. So not too bad actually for the vehicle that you're getting, as it is quite a modern looking vehicle. The style on the vehicle is getting quite common now. I've seen quite a few on the roads in the UK, but for your money, it is one of the most modern vehicles you are going to get. For the £2,000 budget, you're picking up one with about 80,000 miles on it, with alloy wheels and a nice modern looking interior. The vehicle itself is very light and very fun to drive. I have heard people and seen many reviews of the vehicle, seen it as it is one of the most fun vehicles to drive on the road today. And in number 1 on the list, we have the 2000 Volkswagen Golf. This make was a bit of a shock to you, as it is the slowest car in the entire list, with a 0 to 60 of 16.3 seconds with its 1.4 litre 75 brake horsepower engine. But this car, trust me, is one of the most easily modifiable vehicles ever to be sold. Parts are everywhere, it looks amazing, and you can pick one up with only 25,000 miles on it, meaning it's going to be so reliable. The interior of the vehicle, it's a Volkswagen Golf. You know it's going to be a pristine interior. You know it's going to be kept well with only 25,000 miles on it. It'll more than likely be one lady owner, so it'll be locked in a garage. You can pick one up for cheap, and this has got to be my favourite vehicle on the entire list. And there it is. There is my top 5 best vehicles for young drivers in the UK, taking into account insurance and running costs. If you liked the list, make sure to drop a comment about it, subscribe and like the video. If you didn't, make sure to drop a comment of what you would have added on, what you would have changed about the video, what vehicle you would have taken out of the list maybe. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.